7 press release writing tips to generate a traffic and profit explosion. Brought to you by www.privilegedmemberships.com/rep/surefire111.html. Using a press release is a fantastic way to drive traffic to your website in a short amount of time. It doesn't have to be about major news stories, but it's merely a way to let the public know about any new developments or to let them know about a launch of a new website. When you write a press release, it can get easily picked up by Yahoo or Google News. If it does get picked up by a big player, you can get an instant traffic explosion. In order to get noticed by the top guns, your press release is going to have to be very well written. And here are a few tips to help you do it the right way. Press release writing tip number 1, keep it short. It's best to keep a press release short and to the point. Most are about 500 words, which gives you enough room to write everything necessary. A long and lengthy report will not be accepted by many news sources. It should be a brief clip that encourages the reader to search out more information by clicking on the link you provide. Press release writing tip number 2, write it yourself. It's really not that hard to write your own press release if English is your first language and you feel comfortable writing. The best thing to do is to follow the formatting of other press releases. You can read about formatting and structure, but until you actually visually see one for yourself, you will not appreciate how easy it is to write it. If you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, then outsource the writing to a writer who is experienced with press releases. Press release writing tip number 3, write a captivating headline. The headline should be a grabber that makes the reader want more. It should be bolded, and the font used should be bigger than the body. Remember to use the keywords that you want the search engines to pick up right in the title while keeping the spark in it. Press release writing tip number 4, get the reader hooked. You have 1 or 2 sentences to get the reader hooked and reading the rest of the press release, or you will lose him. Without adding anything fancy, state exactly what the press release is about. Heavy use of adjectives and a sales tone will turn off any reader that's looking for newsworthy information about the topic. Keep it simple at the beginning, let them know what you're going to talk about and why they need to read this press release. If possible, insert your keywords strategically throughout the article, but don't overdo it, and do it in a way that does not affect the natural flow of the content. Press release writing tip number 5, keep the sales out of it. Make sure the press release doesn't come across as a sales pitch. It must be written as a news story. It can contain a link to the site that's been set up to market a product, but the release itself cannot have a sales tone to it. Anything that has a sales tone will not be picked up by any major news sites and will not spread as you want them to. Press release writing tip number 6, use factual statements. In order to retain credibility, you must include factual statements that can be verified. You do not want to beat around the bush with any innuendos or theories, but only present the facts in a crisp, concise manner. A factual presentation is what is needed and wanted with a press release. Press release writing tip number 7, make it stand out. Writing a press release does not have to mean that it's completely boring. You need to find some kind of hook that makes the reader want more information. Look at what you have to present and then think about it from different angles. What can you add to this press release that will make it shine above the rest and be picked up by major news sources? Search engines love press releases, and you can get a lot of traffic from them. If you write a good one and it really starts to circulate around the web, you have no idea how far it can go. It can appear on thousands of websites in the blink of an eye. There are people that specialize in writing press releases for a living, and if you have a website that's taking off and have something to tell the world, you may want to find a specialist and get them to write it for you. A press release is a powerful advertising tool and should not be underestimated. Use it for all it's worth and watch your traffic and profits build. All of the internet marketing pros use press releases, and anybody that's just starting out a new business on the internet can use them as well. You don't need to feel intimidated. Anybody can issue a press release. You do not have to be a major company, just somebody that has something important to announce and make known. Want to reach internet marketing Top Gun status in no time? Now you can get a free 30-day test drive to 10 of the most popular and useful 5-star home business membership sites. Join the lucky few to have full top-level lifetime access to each one of these internet marketing membership sites at www.privilegedmemberships.com/rep/surefire111.html.